GMs for Hire.
Welcome back to GMs for Hire. I'm Matthew Perry, and news coming out early this morning, considering I live on the eastern seaboard of the United States. It's 8:11 a.m. here, and Chelsea FC have sacked their manager, Chelsea legend Frank Lampard. This came out of nowhere. I'll dive right into it. Chelsea started off the season pretty well. They were sitting top four. Things didn't look like it was an issue. They had a big off season, big transfer window, signing guys like Werner, Kai Havertz, Ziyech. They spent several $100 million, and things have just fallen off from there. Last five in the Prem, they lost three of the last five. They've only won one match. Uh, it's weird because Lampard. It's a weird how things have changed so quickly. And things were looking good. It was looking like Frank Lampard could have possibly been the answer. The signings, overall have done their job. I know Werner was struggling early. I think he's caught on a little bit. Um, he's been more of a playmaker than the scorer they paid him for, but I'll take assists any day. Um, Goalkeeping was a revolving door at one point. I have a previous video from a couple months ago on Mendy and how Mendy was in, and I know Kepa's been getting some reps now here and there, and Mendy isn't what he was a couple of months ago. Things have just fallen apart for Chelsea, and it really sucks. They currently sit ninth, like I said. They're 11 points away from Man United, who sit first in the Premier League table. They're still in the UEFA Champions League, of course, and they have a Premier League game, I want to say, against Wolves in 2 days. There's no current manager for Chelsea, although they are in talks with former PSG manager Thomas Tuchel, I want to say. Pardon me if I get that wrong. But yeah, a former PSG manager like him, I think it could be a good fit. But is it really going to change the problems here? And what are the problems, really? I mean, it's a good team, but it's a little top heavy. I still think defense needs to be worked on. Thiago Silva's been solid, but he's definitely up there in age. It's not what he used to be. It's not prime PSG Thiago Silva or anything like that. So defense is definitely something still needed to be worked on, for sure. Offense has been solid. I want Tammy Abraham to get more time. I know he's coming off a hat trick game. I want to say that it was an FA Cup, but I like performances like that. I'm pretty big on Tammy Abraham. Pulisic, we need him to stay healthy. Mason Mount needs to get his time. There's a lot of potential with this Chelsea team, and I feel like I say that a lot, but they've yet to completely show it. Hopefully, they get the opportunity to moving forward. But yeah, I don't think anything really changes here with a new manager. I mean, with the way you are currently sitting, there's a lot of work to be done. And if there's any chance that they want to catch up to the top four and play for the Champions League next season, there's a lot of work to do. And I know there's still some months. There's time left to fix this. Trust me, I know. But I don't know. I just don't see anything changing. I don't think Lampard was the problem. I think mistakes were made somewhere between the transfer window and where we are now. Not paying enough attention to defense, although, like I said, Thiago Silva was brought in. I still think more needs to be done. Havertz, of course, can play back there when need be. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough finding an answer for this. Do I think Lampard should have been sacked? No, I don't think so. Obviously, the pressure's on, especially like Roman likes to apply the pressure when things start going bad like this. So it makes sense. I mean, we've seen Roman do this before to past managers, but I don't know. Club legend, and of course, he's still loved by many, most of the Chelsea faithful. I'm not. I don't change how I feel about Frank Lampard. He was still fantastic when he played for us. And I don't think he was our worst manager. I mean, I would have given him a little bit of a longer leash. Of course, he didn't have much managerial experience before this. He only had a season or two in a lower division, I want to say, in one of the leagues in England. But they took a chance on him. I guess this was the best he could. I would have waited a little longer on it. But really, I mean, the decision's been made. I guess that all comes down to Roman, really. Um, so we'll move forward, maybe with Thomas Tuchel, whatever, as the new manager of Chelsea. Upcoming fixtures, two Premier League ones coming up to finish off January: Wolves and Burnley. These should be easy wins, but based on how things have gone recently, that's never a guarantee. Looking forward next month, the first leg of the Champions League is towards the end of next February to take on Atletico Madrid, who currently sit top of the La Liga standings. They're having a great season, so that will not be any easy task. A couple other tough matchups in the Prem in February. To start February, you have Tottenham. You got to visit them on the road. And then to finish off February, you have Manchester United, who we don't know if they'll be top of the table come end of February, but currently they do sit top of the table. They're playing very good football. Everything in between, though, besides the Atletico Madrid game, should be pretty straightforward, easy wins. You're visiting Sheffield United. I mean, take care of business there. And then Barnsley in the FA Cup should be an easy ride. You're home against Newcastle United. You're on the road against Southampton. These are games you can't lose, especially where you currently sit in the standings. I mean, you're ninth, and there's only so much time left. It takes a while to make up that time. Goal differential is definitely something that needs to be looked at. They only sit, what does it look like here? Plus 10. There are a couple teams in the table that have a worse goal differential and are higher than them. But of course, with football games go either way here. They're 8, 5, and 6. So I'd like to see a few more wins, and I think the month of February should be, with the schedule I just read off, enough to move them up a little bit. I mean, you currently have Aston Villa and West Ham and Everton, the three teams sitting in front of you. The other teams, the Man Uniteds, the Man Cities, the Liverpools, the Tottenhams, they can be there. I mean, those are somewhat elite teams, if not, very elite. They have their place. But when you're letting Aston Villa and West Ham and Everton in front of you, that's how you know you're struggling, and that's when you need to address an issue. So I guess it all makes sense. The fact that Roman addressed this issue, sacking Lampard, but I don't know where we go from here. Who knows? The summer transfer window will definitely be interesting. I'm hoping they bring in more defense. But this does need to be addressed. It's definitely something that is an issue, and hopefully we see things improve moving forward. Don't think Lampard was the problem, but we'll see if good old Thomas can fix us from there. But for now, I've been Matthew Perry for GMs for Hire. Lampard sacked as Chelsea manager, no longer, and I'll see you next time.